Hi guys, my name is Felicia. I'm back again with my very first YouTube tutorial. So today guys, we are going to be making a face mask that you're going to be using to protect yourself in this era of coronavirus. So if you don't have excess disposable face masks, you can actually learn how to make yours. So for this tutorial, we're going to be needing cotton fabric, 100% cotton, Ankara would do, or any other cotton fabric, tape roll or a ruler if you don't have one, scissors, office pins, safety or bobby pins, pattern paper, elastic, and your needle and thread. Better still, a sewing machine. Okay, so for the pattern, let's just make a line first. A straight line. Check that line and mark 6 inches. So I'm going to make a 6 inches box all round. We have a 6-inch box. Now for the front part of the mask, where the face and the nose will fit around, let's use this area. So we're going to measure 2.5 inch down from this point. So use your tape to mark 2.5 inches, and then from the bottom part mark 2 inches upward. On the vertical lines, we're going to take 1/4 of an inch. That's 1/4 here, and then on the lower part we're going to mark 1.5 inch. So now we're going to use this is a curve ruler, or if you do not have this, you can just easily trace with your hands. So we're going to join these 2 points together using the curve ruler. After joining those 2 points, we're going to blend here in using the curvy part. We're doing this so that we can have room for your nose, and then have enough room for you to be able to breathe. So that's that for the front part of the mask. Then the part going towards the ear is on this line. So we're going to take 1/2 inch from the bottom part, and then from the top part we'll take 2 inches. Still use our curve ruler again to connect these points. So we're going to curve it just like this. So this is the pattern for the face mask. So now what I want to do next is to give the hemming allowance for the mask. So I'm going to go out from this line 2 inches. And draw a new line there. So I'm going to extend this outwards. So we'll cut out the pattern now. So we have our pattern. Now the essence of doing this is to have, we're going to cut 2 pieces of fabric. The inner fabric would be this long from here to here, while the outer fabric would be this long from here to here. So I'm going to be working with Ankara today. I'm going to be using these 2 prints. I want to be able to use either side of the mask. So fold the fabric in 2 and cut out the first piece. So we're going to cut the exact pattern. We're not leaving any allowances because we already included the allowance in the pattern. So we're just going to cut the exact pattern. So we have our first piece. This is going to be for the outer part of the mask. Cut the inner layer. So we just fold this in. And cut out. So this is for the outer cover and this for the inner cover. So right now I have my 2 pieces. I'm going to use my sewing machine to hold this end and the other end. I'm going to hold in 1/4 inch. So now I have run it already. Place the right side on each other and I run 1/4 inch and do the same thing for the bottom part as well. I have just run the stitch on both ends. So next thing I'm going to do is to use the scissors to notch try not to get into the seam. We'll do this so that the hemming can relax and lay flat. We're also going to do the same thing for these edges as well. So now after doing that, we're going to turn it inside out. So I'm going to press it down. After pressing it down, I'm going to also, while I'm pressing it down, I'm also going to fold this in. And press it. After pressing it, I'm going to run a stitch. I have stitched. So you need an elastic about 22 inches long. So I'll be passing it through the bobby pin and through the face mask. Continue passing it through the other side. I'm going to place this way. on top of each other and stitch. I want to show you guys another method. So this is the initial one which we did, and I made it in a way that it's going to be one over my head because I don't want anything pulling on my ear. I don't really feel comfortable that way, so I made mine, the first one, to go over the head like this, over the head. But I'm going to show you guys how to do one to go over your, like go around your ear, if you don't mind. All you have to do is ignore this additional 2 inches here. So this is what the mask will look like if you're doing one that will go over the ear. So using this pattern, we'll cut exactly the same shape for the inner fabric and for the outer fabric as well. So right here now, if you look, you can see that my fabric, both the inner one and the outer one, are the same length. So what we're going to do is fold it in. At this point now, I've ironed it and I've joined all the sides as the same as in the other method. So we're just going to fold this in by 1/4 inch. So after folding it in, I'm going to use my pin to hold it in place like so. Now you want to get your elastic. We're going to use 6 inches, and I'm going to cut 2 of this to go on both sides. Yes, I'll just insert that one on one side over here. I'll use my pin again to hold it in place, and making sure that it lies flat and that it doesn't twist. You take the other end and insert it on the other side. I'll also pin that in place. So that's for this side. I'll do that the same thing on the other side as well. So right now, I'm just going to use my needle and thread, as I've done all through this mask, to sew very close to the edge here, all the way down. Do that on the other side as well. So right now I'm done using the needle and thread to go over both sides, and that's it there. So guys, we're done with the mask now, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like on my face. The reason I like this pattern of mask as against the other ones that are usually flat is this one gives me enough room to speak freely and not feel like something is holding me back, and also it doesn't press on the nostrils, so I can breathe really well. I'm really super comfortable with this one, and I can wear it as long as possible. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope you try this out, and I really love to see what you come up with. Remember to stay safe this period. Get you some face masks if you need to go out. And remember to subscribe, like, share, and all that good stuff. Okay guys, thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. I really appreciate it guys. So bye.